Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really interesting things to go over. There is something potentially about the third legendary that has been right in front of us this whole time in the games, and as well as that we have a massive rumor to go over for Pokemon Day as well. So plenty of stuff to break down. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. And I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, what is this potential new findings of the third legendary Pokemon that's been right in front of us this whole time? Well, it's actually from the end of the game when the professor kind of just flies off into the sky or whatever. Soul Silverart's actually made a connection that it could be the third legendary Pokemon. So there's this orb at the very top, which of course is supposed to be in Area 0, and it looks very, very similar to the orb that is depicted in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet book that the third legendary is kind of on. So maybe this orb is more than meets the eye, and the third legendary has like nothing to do with this, and it's just kind of like sitting on it or whatever. But this could be the orb that is shown in the Scarlet and Violet book. I wouldn't be surprised because again, they both take place in Area 0, and they are supposed to both be deep in Area 0 as well, which is obviously where this is. It's like in the very bottom location of the Area 0. So yeah, very, very interesting to see if this orb has actually been the third legendary and it's just been there in front of us this whole time. I don't know. I kind of like the idea that it is, and it makes sense that it is, but either way, we'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to this big fat rumor that we have to go over though, that is basically got a lot of people talking on the internet. Now, of course, it was taken from 4chan, so as always, take it with a grain of salt, but these trailer prediction or trailer rumors or whatever you want to call them that come out like just before the trailer drops usually have a little bit more legitimacy, because when the actual leaks do drop for the trailers, it's always a day or so before the actual the trailer does drop. I mean, this was posted on the 22nd, so it's a few days before, but at the same time, it's got a lot of people talking, and it seems to have like quite a lot of evidence backing it or something. I don't know, it's got a lot of people talking. I've not really looked at it too much, so I'm going to break it down right now for you guys, but either way, it was posted on, like I say, the 22nd. It's called Pokemon Presents, and it was posted by Anonymous, and it says, here's the breakdown. So it starts with a cinematic CG footage of massive orange clouds shooting pink lightning. Now, straight off the bat, I don't think that's how a Pokemon Presents would start. They usually start with, I don't know, like Pikachu maybe running onto the screen, or like the Presents kind of like wagging its ears or something, like the logo, and then like Ishihara comes onto the screen and starts talking or something. I think it's going to start off with like a 1000 Pokemon like sort of video or celebration video. Then it says, from the left of the screen, a purple Chimera Dragon Hyena approaches and snarls. So I'm guessing that would be like some sort of new Pokemon. This is interrupted by a sound like an ambulance horn as a robotic horse hovering off the ground approaches. So apparently it's going to be another legendary horse, potentially, even though we've just had a couple in the Crown Tundra DLC. And then it goes on to say, as they both close in on the camera, a massive swirl of white light shines through the storm, with two dark eyes coming into focus before the camera gets blown away. Then goes on to say, cuts to Ishihara, who explains that you've just seen a trailer for the Storms of History. So I'm guessing that would be one of the expansion packs for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds like a really cool way to kind of show the DLC. But at the same time, I'm expecting something along the lines that we got with the Isle of Arm and the Crown Tundra, where they show the legend. Like, I'm expecting them to show the legendaries we already know about. I'm expecting this trailer to have Paradox Suicune, Paradox Virizion, the third legendary Pokemon, and then maybe Heath or something like that, like a few other bits and bobs. Like the Isle of Arm and the Crown Tundra trailer showed us everything, like so much stuff, barring like Galarian Slowking's like face and stuff, but we knew it existed, and I'm expecting a trailer similar to that. It also says here that it's just one DLC as well. It says paid expansion to Scarlet and Violet that will be coming later this year. So there's nothing about Area 0, there's nothing about the kind of top right location. It is literally just a small trailer about it. Now, I expect the trailer for the DLC to be quite big. I'm expecting, like I say, an Isle of Armor, Crown Tundra kind of trailer, just simply because it gets people more excited, and hopefully they do not show everything off like they did with those trailers. But I'm expecting, like I said, to see the Paradox forms, the third legendary, stuff like that we know are in the game. So I don't know, it's not starting off super strong with me. I'm not believing this at all. And then it says more info at a later date, and then it goes on to say brief segment on Generation 9 cards. So of course the TCG is kind of getting revamped this year. We're getting EX cards back. They're getting like the silver borders instead of the yellow borders, which of course we've always had. And as well as that, you get like more kind of holo cards in a pack or something like that. I don't know, they're also going up in price a little bit. But again, I'm not expecting a segment of the TCG in a Pokemon Presents. It just doesn't ever happen. That's just something you'd get like on its own. And then brief segment on updates for Cafe, Go, and Masters. So yeah, very, very likely that we get stuff on those. Again, we always get updates on those mobile games. And then Unite celebration music video that shows a bunch of different Pokemon. I don't know which, if any, are new to the game. I don't play it. But again, you'd like to think they'd be able to reel off certain Pokemon that they would see. I mean, we know that Zacian's going to be apparent on the Pokemon Day. That's been not really leaked, but well, I mean, it was leaked, but now we actually got the kind of image of it. So Zacian's making its way to Pokemon Unite. I don't know if it's going to be like a boss like a Zapdos or an actual playable character. There's other Pokemon that have been leaked as well, like Lapras I think is one. I want to say Umbreon's been leaked, Chandeler's been leaked. I think there's one more as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. So I think some of those will also be revealed on Pokemon Day. And again, this has just been leaked. This has been data mined by El Chico Eevee, I do believe, on Twitter. So we know they are coming. Also, the person that leaked Zacian, which of course has been like revealed, I guess. And then it goes on to say Pokemon shirts, Unova announcement and preview. So I don't know. I'm guessing, yeah, just shirts that are about Gen 5 potentially. I don't know why that'd be in a Pokemon Presents, but I can't remember if they ever have been. And then it says reveal trailer for Pokken League, the sequel to Pokken Tournament. So that is something that I'm not expecting at all. But again, it could be. I mean, Riddler Q did say that, you know, there's something new coming this year, and you know, it's up to us whether we get hyped or not about it. So it could be Pokemon Tournament. The combat is actually like Tekken now. I don't know why they would completely change the way the game is played. Promises a roster of 40 fighters, stating that not all old fighters will return. The 6 featured on the box art and trailer cinematic are Delphox, Lucario, Pikachu Libre, Tyranitar, Ceruledge, and Poliwrath. And then goes on to say, releases on September the 1st, a demo available after the Direct. It just feels like, I don't know why they would change the way the games are played. The thing about Pokken is the fact that it is like properly 3D and you can kind of like move around the whole arena and stuff. Tekken is literally, I've not played Tekken in forever, but isn't it just literally like you just move back and forth like side to side? I don't know. I've not played in forever, so I'm not the expert on that, but yeah, also, did I say Chandelure is coming to Unite? I don't know if I said Ceruledge. I meant Chandelure. I can't remember if I said that or not. Anyway, seeming to wrap it up at the 20-minute mark, they basically reminds Ishihara of the big announcement. So again, the 20 minutes is the Pokemon English version length, and then the 25 minutes is the Pokemon Japanese version length. And it says, cuts to footage of Stadium and Stadium 2 on the Switch before they go to the import menu, loading Pokemon Home and showing them scroll through grayed out Switch titles until they reach Pokemon Red and select it. And it says the footage changes through various points in a Red playthrough, fighting Brock, Lavender Town, SSM, and then the transitions into a similar scenes from Johto, the Burn Tower ruins. So basically they're just kind of talking about the GBA ports and stuff. I mean, I'm expecting the Stadium 1 and 2 games to be kind of not announced, but like they're going to be available to play after the presents. I'm expecting that. They were announced at the same time as GoldenEye. GoldenEye's already out, so I'm expecting that after Pokemon Day, which I'm really, really excited for. I can't wait to play them. And then it goes on to say, yeah, just all these different things. You know, this leads to Hoenn scenes helping Birch, Old Morville, Sutopolis. Simultaneously, we see all of their respective trade animations and their teams go into Pokemon Home. So, yeah, I mean, we saw in Pokemon Stadium that originally, when they were revealed, it had a little bit of text saying that you wouldn't be able to import Pokemon into those games. But then it has now, since in the Japanese video set, like that's been removed. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but it goes on to say, returning to live action, the two announced that the Game Boy games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online with online features and events enabled. The first 2 generations will be compatible with the Stadium games, allowing you to raise your team to the max. And then Red, Blue, and Yellow will be releasing alongside Stadium after the presentation. Gold, Silver, and Crystal will be releasing alongside Stadium 2 in the summer. Again, I don't know. I'm expecting Stadium 1 and 2 to be, like, they were both announced at the same time, and you know, for them it both said 2023, so I'm expecting them to both be available at the same time. And then Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald will be releasing Holiday 2023. They acknowledge that fans have been eagerly waiting to replay the third generation, especially after the 3DS stopped at Johto. And then they say in order to hold fans of the Advance era over, Fire and Leaf Green along with Pinball, Ruby, and Sapphire will be releasing after the presentation. And then they go on to say they thank everyone again for their support, and that's it. Just over 26 minutes cap this. Now, the big red flag in this is there's nothing about Mystery Dungeon, and we know we're getting something about Mystery Dungeon because of the recent copyrights and stuff. So that's a big kind of loophole in this. They could have easily said like Pokemon Red Rescue Team, because that has been leaked to be coming back, but they don't even mention that. They mention Pinball, Ruby, and Sapphire, which is coming back to the GBA Advance. That's been leaked, but so is Red Rescue Team, and they don't mention that. So I think that's a massive flag there. There's also nothing about Detective Pikachu 2. Now, Detective Pikachu 2 isn't confirmed to be in the Pokemon Day presents at all, but there's a lot of recent evidence to showcase the fact that it has a high chance of being revealed, simply because of like the people that have worked on it and the job kind of applications and stuff have all kind of said that it is basically being released soon. So it's most likely going to be coming out this year, and so I think they would announce that in Pokemon Day. There's nothing about Pokemon Sleep here either, but I'm not really expecting anything about that anyway. They might just mention it. I don't know what's kind of cracking off with Pokemon Sleep, but Detective Pikachu 2 is a brand new game. Pokemon Sleep's just a mobile app or like a Pokemon Go thing or whatever, so anyone, I don't think people are really even bothered about that. It just kind of tracks your sleep and stuff. So yeah, for me, I don't believe this is true. I don't think Pokken would completely change the combat system to Tekken. That makes no sense. There's also, like I say, nothing about Paradox Suicune in here, Paradox Virizion, the third legendary, which, you know, they will show on the like, we know they're in the games. So yeah, I don't know. For me, this isn't true. There's a lot of red flags here. You know, if you're gonna make a rumor, at least put in the things that we know we're going to see. And again, a lot of this I think is more of a wish list, but anyway, it is a rumor to go over regardless. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this. Also, do you think this is the third legendary here? I believe it potentially could be. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. Of course, we're going to be streaming the Pokemon Day Presents on Monday, so make sure to ring the notification bell so you're around for that. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.